A different subject, a terrible first for the world this week. A Chinese-backed AI tool hacked about 30 places, including some financial institutions, without help
China. Are we surprised? Are we surprised at all?
from humans. So what is to stop these AI tools from wiping out the 401ks or the bank accounts of everybody watching?
Well, I think it's important to know that China used Anthropic, which is a US-based tool. The only reason we know about this is because it's US-based, and Anthropic disclosed the fact that its Claude model, its large language model, had been hacked and used for these nefarious purposes. Luckily, we do know about it. Anthropic is doing a number of things to address this, to stop it. I met this week.
I feel like we all seen this coming. Like, we know what AI is capable of, especially when entire countries are going to start using it and weaponizing it. This is like the new race to get nuclear weapons. AI is that significant of a technology where you can use AI for weapons. You can use AI to control the information on the internet, government, politics. AI has so many use cases. These countries are going to be working overtime. Not going to be, they are working overtime already. We know this. If these countries are able to weaponize AI to use it in a way that can shut down entire economies, it's going to be another level of warfare where they don't have to nuke the entire planet. They're just going to shut down the economy so they can come in and take over. These are real concerns with AI that, like, it's more and more likely someone's going to lose control of it, trying to innovate and trying to push the limits to AI. And when that happens, I don't know how you're going to be able to secure yourself against something like this. Because the crazy part is, if the economy gets shut down and people aren't able to access their money, heat goes off, electricity goes off, that's the quickest way to shut down an entire country, because the people inside the country are going to turn on each other when it comes to survival.
Week with David Sachs, our AI czar in the White House. I met with a number of AI officials, the CEOs of AI companies in Silicon Valley this past week. This is something where we must lead. We must stay on the cutting edge of innovation. And from a regulatory standpoint, I want to make certain that in Congress, we're not doing...
Staying on the cutting edge of innovation, you're going to need to, but that is going to be the issue right there. They're going to try and push the limit so far, it's going to get out of control. Somebody's going to lose control of AI in the race for innovation and on the race to stay on the cutting edge.
Anything to stop the ability of these cutting edge companies from operating here in America, putting us in a position to be way ahead of China, so this type of thing doesn't happen and we can stay ahead of the competition here.
About 2 years ago, we tried to get the Biden White House talking about these.
I'm curious, do we think we're way ahead of China? I just don't see that being a real thing, that our tech is like so far advanced compared to China. If China's not ahead, we're like, it's neck and neck. I don't think we're ahead of China in any stretch of the imagination.
Threats from AI, and everybody in the room literally laughed. Listen to this.
There's an expert from the Machine Intelligence Research Institute who says that if there is not an indefinite pause on AI development, this is a quote, literally everyone on Earth will die. Would you?
What's funny about that? Maybe they're laughing because they know it can't be a pause, because if we pause, none of these other countries are going to pause on the development of AI. I think everybody knows it's too late.
You agree that does not sound good?
Your delivery, Peter, is quite something.
It sounds crazy, but is it?
All I can say is that there's a comprehensive process in place.
How about now, Senator Haggerty? Is this funny?
You know, I think what we're seeing is there really are serious threats, and the biggest threat of all,
Of course,
Peter, is if we step back and allow China to lead here, if we allow our adversaries to lead. Look, we understand what China's motives are. They floated a spy balloon over our country. They steal intellectual property on a regular basis. We need to make certain that leadership here in this field remains in America, that leadership in America is what everyone in the world is using, not Chinese models, but American models. Again, this is a critical national security issue. I think, as you said, we've seen it manifest itself just recently with these 30 countries that have been infiltrated. This competition is going to continue to mount, and again, I say we need to have the strength and the capacity here in America before all other nations.
And the last question, why isn't the extent of the damage done by this AI hack being made public? The full extent.
Well, Peter,
because people would shit their pants. People would shit their pants if that information was made public.
the fact of the hack being made public, I think is incredibly encouraging. It would never happen had the Chinese used their own models. The fact that we know about the hack, the fact that Anthropic is working on it, the fact they're talking with leaders right now about how to address it, I think that's critically important, and it's a step in the right direction.
Senator Haggerty, thank
See
you
how
so
he ain't
much
really
for being here on the Sunday briefing. Hope to
He
have you back
answered it without
sometime.
answering it. This reminds me of that Obama movie, Leave the World Behind, where it was that crazy blackout. And we started seeing how the people in the country were starting to turn on each other. And you had this massive panic start spreading. That's a real thing. We've seen a lot of movies that it's weird how accurate the predictions can be. We're definitely in a new era, and we have a lot of new threats to the security of our country. And people don't realize how easy it is for life to change just like that as we know it, based on technologies that are being developed. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section. What's y'all opinion on AI and the whole AI race? Do y'all think it's going to benefit us, or have we finally got to the point where it's no way we'll be able to control AI? Let me know what y'all think. I'll see y'all on the next one.